Yes, hi Karthik.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. So yesterday was a big day for me also, for you also. I'm very happy you got Karthik.
Thank
Why?
you, sir.
Because when we were exchanging messages from last interview, when the result will come, I was more curious for your result.
Thank
So
you, sir.
how you celebrated yesterday?
So yesterday I celebrated with my family, sir.
Yes,
So they were the one who were a big support to me throughout my journey of UPSC.
yes,
They have kept their trust in my
yes,
potential these 2 years. So I
yes,
spent the whole day with them, and in
yes.
fact with some of my faculties.
Yes. So first of all, I want to tell all the viewers, Kollabathula Karthik, this is his very first attempt, very first attempt, 428 rank. He deserves it. He's graduated from IIT Mumbai. He obviously he can get any job, but he left all the jobs only for civil services preparation. I know him since last 2 years. A very dedicated person. So I congratulate you from my wholehearted. I
Thank
was
you, sir.
wishing
Thank you.
you. I was wishing you since pre-corona times onwards. Karthik should get the rank, and you got the rank. So very happy. So first, tell me about your interview experience. I know Satyavati ma'am board.
Yes.
So how was your interview went?
So my interview was a very diverse one, sir.
Yeah.
So in fact, questions were touched upon from various dimensions. It started from how did my initial Kollabathula has come up? What is its origin? It started from there, and it ended at to explain how the IT raids were taking place on Chaitanya and Narayana schools. So
Okay.
such was the diversity. So they touched upon all the fields. In fact, from international relations, they were asked about India-China relations.
Yes.
Which country is a more threat, Pakistan or China? Which is a more threat to India? How
Yes.
to solve the China-India problems, and all these were asked. And my interview was on March 13th.
Yes.
So apart from this, related to Indian society, also they've asked about the value system and the role of value system in children's life. In the
Yes.
present context, is the academic curriculum good enough to give good values to children? So we had a discussion on that issue also in the interview.
Yes.
Apart from this, I have worked from in Jamshedpur. So they have asked me to compare problems between Jharkhand and Andhra Pradesh and
Yes.
come up with some solutions. Tribal issues were also touched upon. So in this way, almost from various dimensions, they've asked me, sir. They've
Yes.
asked me even from optional also. My optional being public administration. They've
Yes.
asked me what is the fundamental difference between an administrator and a manager, and
Yes.
how will I administer a district if given. So in
Yes.
this way, different dimensions were touched upon, sir.
So you were being asked for questions on Indian society.
Yes, sir. The children one was the children issue was the question related to Indian society, sir.
Yes.
So what they were asked was, uh, in the present educational system,
Yes.
are children getting the values they have to get?
Yes.
Because in the present academic curriculums, value education is something which is being neglected. So
Yes.
what is my opinion on that? So in this way, a question was asked to me.
Okay.
So I have tried to tell this that education curriculum, if made better by including value education also, definitely it will improve a children's values. But
Yes.
however, that is not the only way children will be getting the values. We
Yes.
have a family system which is a source. We have
Yes.
the society which is a source, and
Yes.
now we have the technology which exposes child to number of values and
Yes.
ideologies. So in this context, so education curriculum is just one way, but if it's made stronger, definitely that will improve.
Yes. True. Very
So
nice.
in this way, the interview went. Yeah.
So a few words about the prelims 2020 aspirants who are going to write. Can you please help them with your
Yes,
words?
sir. Yes, sure, sir. Sure, sir. So we have the prelims coming in the month of October.
Yes.
Hardly we have 2 months left
Yes.
for this prelims 2020.
Yes.
So our strategy, or which the strategy which I want to recommend you as of now is,
Yes.
don't go for any new topics now.
Yes.
Don't go for any new topics, and don't bother that your syllabus is not finished so well. Try
Yes.
to revise as much as possible.
Yes.
The successful candidate in UPSC is not the one who has finished the entire syllabus, but the one who has revised what he has read a number of times.
Perfectionist.
Yes, yes, perfection is important, sir, because this UPSC is one such area where the syllabus is so vast. It's difficult to cover the entire syllabus. But we have to try to improve our hold on the syllabus as much as possible. So that will definitely fetch us. So one who has good grip on the maximum subject possible, he will ace the examinations.
Yes. So with your success, what you will be telling to the aspirants of 2020 and 2021 aspirants, how they have to be on the line?
Yes, sir, sure. So for all the aspirants for 2020 and 2021, first of all, I would like to wish you all the best for your efforts. So some suggestions which I want to give for 2020 people is, do not get carried away by a number of test series. Just keep one test series for this 2 months and rigorously practice those questions. Face as many questions as possible for this prelims. And for 2021 people, what I want to suggest is, do not see prelims, mains, and interview as silos, as separate things. Prelims and mains preparation has to go in an integrated manner. That actually helped me a lot, because for prelims we have 1 year. So when we are taking coaching for prelims, simultaneously if we prepare for mains also, after prelims we hardly have 2 to 2.5 months for giving the mains. So building upon writing practice, building upon speed, building upon presentation skills is difficult in those short span of time. So you're going for an integrated prelims and mains approach will definitely fetch you. And apart from this, apart from answer writing and apart from presentation, spirit of service is something which should be there for an individual. If that spirit of service is there, it makes our things easier. Then we won't be trying to remember the problems, rather we'll be trying to realize the problems in the society. So we need not remember the things. We automatically will be recollecting those things. So spirit of service is something which guided me throughout my preparation. And with that, hard work is important. At the same time, smart work is also important. That's a suggestion which I want to give. Now, hard work is important. Studying for 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, the capacity of an individual, that is important. At the same time, how effectively are we studying? How much relevant material are we studying? What to omit, what to include, these all come under smart work. So I recommend that also, because every attempt we give, we have to think it as our final attempt. Only then we will be trying to put our best efforts. So in that context, smart work is very much important. So these are some things, and consistency is very important, guys. So we might be seeing people studying for 16 hours, 18 hours before the exams. But the suggestion which I want to give is 2 into 10 is 20. That is far better than 10 into 2, 20. Right? So studying every day 6 hours right from the beginning itself is very much effective and useful than studying for 15 hours and 16 hours before the exam. So consistency is something which we have to keep upon, because this is one such exam where predictability is an issue, uncertainty is more. So it can be done in first attempt or second attempt or third attempt. So the thing which we have to keep in our mind is, if we are really interested and we have the spirit of service, consistency is required from an individual. That is what I want to suggest. Yes, sir.
Yes. So very good point you told with regarding to prelims test series. Only one test series we have to take, and rigorously we have to do. Very good. Then what about mains test series in the later stage? How it helped you?
So actually, some approaches taken by toppers is going for mains test series right during the prelims preparation itself. When they join the coaching institutes, or when they started preparing for prelims 2021, 2020 itself, along with prelims, they go for mains test series. That is one approach. But I could not do that because, being my first attempt, it was difficult for me to manage optional, to manage prelims, and to manage mains syllabus. So my approach was, as soon as prelims was over, I used the complete knowledge base which I could prepare for prelims and started applying it for mains. Hardly I came to know, or hardly I gave an effort to know about new things in those 2.5 months. I was just trying to apply whatever knowledge I have on the paper, because ultimately, how much our content we have, if we could not put it on the paper in a good presentable way, then it may not reach the evaluate. So those 2.5 months, I have taken one mains test series. and I have rigorously worked on it. And for GS1, Vishnu sir has given his support. All the issues related to tribals, related to any new legislations, senior citizens and children, communalism. So all the topics related to Indian society, sir used to take classes and give questions for us also. He used to evaluate them. He used to give time, and he used to ask us to put all our thoughts on paper, and we used to compare with the ideal answer, which he used to suggest. So in this way, writing practice is very much important. Speed is very much important. Ability to complete 20 questions in 3 hours. Now that comes only when we write as many questions as possible. So these are some of the areas where I tried to focus. So presentation and speed and ability to comprehend the things. So these three I could do, and new topics I could not touch upon more. I was just working on how to revise the things which I already knew.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Then what about mock interviews? Whether mock interviews really help?
So mock interviews will be helping an individual to face as many questions as possible.
Yes.
Because personally, I feel compared to prelims and mains, predictability is more in interview.
Yes.
We can predict the questions, if not 100%, at least 30 to 40% what questions they can ask, because ultimately it is the DAF, the detailed application form of an individual, from where questions will be coming.
Yes.
And current affairs. So take one issue, take an issue called corruption. So one panel will be asking about corruption in one dimension, another panel will be asking it in another dimension. So as many interviews we attend in those many dimensions about one single topic, we will be facing questions.
Yes.
So in those many dimensions, we'll be preparing about every topic, and
Yes.
definitely then success ratio will be better in interviews. So that actually fetched me a lot. The question which the interview panel asked, that is, how did the Kollabathula name came? How did my initial come? And the three capitals issue, and English medium in AP government schools. So all these topics, what is the difference between administrator and manager?
Yes.
What are the relations between India and China? All these questions I have already faced in one or the other mock interviews.
Yes.
So in this way, I could tell more confidently, and I could answer more confidently with more force and more smile. So that actually helped me a lot.
Actually, Karthik, when you laugh, you will look good, but you will rarely laugh. You will rarely smile.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
If you remember, I want to recollect one thing. When we had mock interview in one of the premises, if you remember, I was forcing you. First, you have to go. First, you have to get the feedback.
Yes.
So I am very happy. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.